Finally, Bleach is getting good. The anime is amazing as a whole, but the first 10 episodes are a complete, uninspired drag of an emotional mess.
You did it! You stopped him! Put down your sword and rest.
Here we are finally, with a better story and a clever way to introduce a new character, also expanding on the lore. We finally get a look at Uriel, and we hear about the Quincy,
Well, who are they?
Who were they, you mean?
which are the rival faction of Soul Reapers, who follow a common purpose of exterminating Hallows. From the start of the episode, I noticed how the comedy finally works. All these characters are interacting with each other in a fun, creative manner, and we finally get to see their distinct personalities shine. Ichigo and his gang are in trouble for making a mess on national TV, with all that Don Kanochi ghost hunting business.
You too?
Hey!
And for some reason, Chad and Orehime are also found responsible for his transgressions. Rukia has finally gotten the hang of interacting with other people, and is able to play victim and distract the teacher long enough for Ichigo and the others to escape.
Actually, I kind of enjoyed putting on the big act and fooling Mr. Kagine, so no thanks necessary.
I like how Rukia has been developed throughout these episodes. At first she's an awkward, fish out of water character who is mostly foreign to modern day society and finds difficulty in holding a standard conversation with her peers.
What is your problem? I am studying contemporary language.
You're off by a couple centuries.
A few episodes later, she's already able to manipulate and play dumb in front of her classmates, which requires some sort of understanding of custom and social norms.
But he wouldn't listen. All he ever thinks about is himself, and he was so obsessed with getting on television.
Even the other students from her class are starting to find interest in her.
Come on, Rukia!
No, I'd be too embarrassed to do it.
While some even speculate she and Ichigo might be romantically involved with each other.
I never noticed before, but... Those two seem to like each other, don't they?
This is a lot of fun for a change. We get to see Ichigo's normal school life, as he's proven himself yet again as a more unique main character by having very good grades and being mostly a disciplined member of the institution.
Ichigo is rank number 23! You cheater! There's no way you could have possibly scored that high!
I like this, having a protagonist who cares a bit about his image and ever considers studying for the future. I like how much of a clueless guy Ichigo is. He doesn't care to remember the name of his classmates, and his constant guidance from Orehime to find the person he wanted.
Yeah, I was just saying it because it's such a cool sounding name.
I agree. In fact, I say his name to myself all the time.
I also appreciate how Ichigo and Orihime are getting closer. It appears as the anime is slowly trying to make them have a more personal relationship. Naturally, nothing happens. As we all know, the show is soon to take a dramatic change, both in tone and action. It was nice to see how it initially tried to make a more mundane high school life drama with a supernatural spin on it. Long story short, Uriel and Ichigo meet face to face, and the main character is presented with brand new aspects of the spirit wall. As a side note, it's kind of funny how Ichigo gave Rukia a hard time for not knowing Orihime as her classmate.
Rukia?
That's right, and just who are you?
Hello, she's in the same class as you.
While he himself is unaware of Uriel.
You mean you know him?
Yeah, of course, he's in our class.
Alright, back to some important dramatic stuff. We get some name explanation to what Quincy are and how they came to be. Yet again, the show tries to build up its lore and be cool and complex, but comes off as overcomplicated and kinda boring. This Quincy backstory makes some sense, and it feels a bit off, as it makes them a very narrow-minded group of people, as they're unable to judge properly and are capable of mercy. Some Reapers lose their lives to Hellas as well, and yet they don't discriminate on that premise alone. This addition to the lore makes them look like the anti-heroes of the anime. I guess it works at an individual level with Uriel and Ichigo.
When you first started at this school, I sensed your high spirit energy. If you were any good, you would have sensed mine.
But generalizing a whole community of extremists without fundamental understanding of life seems a bit like an oversimplification for the sake of shock value. When it goes to Uriel, I can understand why he has a rivalry with Ichigo. There are personal reasons why they don't match and are opposing personalities, which makes for an interesting and captivating conflict.
Quincy or the Soul Reaper? I'll show you just how unnecessary Soul Reapers are in this world.
I like how awesome badass music plays when something cool happens. Usually when Ichigo makes an entrance, or some character overcomes an enemy.
Cone, you better get back.
I'm about to give Mr. Handicraft some stitches to sew.
It's a sort of weird song, but the whole soundtrack of this anime has a strong punk aspects, which gives Bleach even more identity than its art style already did. This little arc regarding Uriel and his duel with Ichigo develops Chad and Orehime as well, by making them aware of the spirit realm and give them superpowers. Chad gets an awesome arm to brutally smash Hellos to pieces. I guess he can use his style to simply destroy his enemies, given his strong build and heavy masculinity. I don't like him much as a character, but there are aspects of his ideology that I respect. He's a pacifist and seeks to put an end to violence. By not engaging in meaningless conflict, he has determination and the willpower to endure any pain in protecting others. As I said before, I don't like him much, but I admire his resolve.
What the hell?
Episode 13 is all about Orehime, and I love this chick. She's so damn hot, also having this innocent look on her face. Look at this picture, man. Such a gorgeous face, with her big eyes and clueless expression. Oh, the things I would do to it. I would add a bit of makeup on that pretty head of hers. She even has big boobs to go with her cuteness. Such a more delightful figure, not to mention her sensitive voice and feminine behavior. I'm not the only one noticing her appeal, as Chizuru, her lesbian classmate, seems rather fascinated by her.
That's so cute! You bite into an entire loaf of bread and smile with crumbs all over your mouth!
I love this chick. She adds a bit of risque attention to the anime and reinforces the pervert with glasses stereotype.
You keep looking so cute and spacey, and I'll just have to kiss you!
Sadly for her, Orihime's best friend is there to protect her from being molested. I think they are both in love with Orihime, but in different ways. One is fascinated by her beauty, and the other is overwhelmed by her cute personality.
Just what the hell kind of nonsense are you blubbering about?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you heard me.
Once you get to see Orihime gain power in the shape of 6 familiars, I personally don't think she's much of a fighter, even with her new additions, but they might try to make her more relevant to justify her presence in a Soul Society arc. I also like Orihime's voice. It was a delight to hear her announce the next episode.
With our town under attack by hundreds of hollows, a hot hero arrives! Me, Orihime!
She's so cute and innocent, it's impossible not to find her completely adorable.